Alana's on the brink. She runs her own cafe and works 2 other jobs just to pay the bills. Not even that's enough. She's now advertising spare beds for rent in her family home. How much more can families, small business owners, stretch the budget? Something's got to give, and for Alana, she could lose it all.
What happened to the fair go? The land where hard work is rewarded.
You've got seating for nearly 40 people in here, but I haven't seen anybody sit down all morning.
No. A lot of grab and go, a lot of just coffees, not a lot of meals, unfortunately.
Cafe owner Alana Wright reckons she's typical of what's happening with small retailers around the country.
We knew the first 12 months was going to be hard.
She went into her cafe with a wealth of experience. 20 years as an area manager for Macca's. But as soon as she opened, everything started going up. Inflation, interest rates, wages, utility costs, and then the customer numbers started going down.
The closer we got to Christmas and the more interest rate rises that happened, that's when it really started to hurt, to the point that we were doing about $150 days.
You notice when interest rates go up, the customers drop off.
They were saying to me each and every day, like, we can't come in 3 times a day and get coffee from you anymore. I now drink instant coffee at home. I would love to come in, but we just got to scale back. And they were just really honest with me. The dream of expanding my family has completely
We met
gone
Alana back in early June.
And the saddest thing is I go through my garage on a weekly basis to sell things to buy groceries for my family.
So we decided to come and see firsthand just how bad it was. And she did video diaries for those times we weren't there.
Saturdays are a super quiet day for us here at Coastal Brew Cafe. So on a Saturday, I run the day solo to save on the labour. That's yours.
We watch as a few infrequent customers come into her Coastal Brew Cafe at Wyong on the New South Wales Central Coast. Most spend $4 on a coffee. Lunchtime, it improves marginally.
The average check's probably about $9. So yeah, we're not talking about big spending at the moment.
She has cut back cafe spending to the bone.
Nothing goes in the bin here. We do things like running half the grill to save money on gas. I won't run the aircon, I'll freeze or I'll sweat. It's very stressful when I know that the revenue for the cafe is decreasing, but unfortunately the bills, they're increasing.
I catch her later in the corner of her cafe on her laptop.
I approached a company to do some administration work.
When there are no customers, she spends hours doing this second clerical job.
This is a great flexible way for me to get another income in.
And menu log is your third job.
Yes, so we will try and do that throughout the day whilst we're trading. We might take some lunch orders out. Not all of them are from the cafe. They can be from Subway or McDonald's down the road.
You've got no more hours to give.
No.
90 hours a week of work, including time on paperwork and cooking after hours. And the outlook is grim.
When the next interest rate rise happens and the power goes up in July, I've already got 3 jobs and I'm barely making it through.
Watching his wife run off her feet, husband Jackson quit his job to come and help.
Never ending, really. The only time we get to rest is when we sleep and then straight back into it.
You wouldn't mind if you were making a good dollar out of it, would you?
No, exactly not, yeah.
And then there's the other draining debt that many can relate to, the family home.
Yeah, and that mortgage, how much has it increased?
So we were originally paying $700 a week last year, and then now we're up to about $1,100 a week.
She has a desperate solution.
At the moment, we've got 2 of our bedrooms that are upstairs advertised on a few different sites.
You've given it a red hot go, haven't you?
Yep.
And you're struggling.
Yep, and we don't want to sell it. We would love to hang on, and this was our dream and our future, really, for the family, but I don't see an end to it, unfortunately.
So her hand is being forced. And much of the $200,000 she spent to fit out the cafe will be lost.
You're trying to sell it, are you?
Yes, I am.
And how's that going?
Unfortunately, it's quite difficult. I've spoken to a few brokers on the Central Coast and they've advised me that there is about 30 cafes for sale. I know cafes in this area are probably down about 30% since last year, and so everyone's in the same position. They can't afford to go on and they want to sell. So unfortunately it's a bit of an anchor at the moment where I can't sell it, but I've still got to come in here 5.5 days a week and slog away for no return.
She couldn't work any harder and she couldn't be doing more to save money, could she? Hang in there, Alana.